Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Faith Woodard. Our top story tonight, the search for an Oklahoma murder suspect in Morrilton. It's a story we've been following since the news broke this morning. THV 11's Carter Thweet is in Conway tonight, where law enforcement is still looking for Stacey Lee Drake. Walk us through what we know, Carter.
Well, Faith, here is what we know. The man in question, as you said, 50-year-old Stacey Lee Drake. He is wanted for a double homicide yesterday in Oklahoma, and last night one of the victim's stolen cars was found here in Morrilton at the Hotel 6 off of University Boulevard. Today I was able to speak with the Morrilton Chief of Police and Arkansas State Police, and they said that Drake walked away from the motel. When they realized he wasn't there, wasn't inside, they sent an alert to everyone in the surrounding area, and you may have gotten that alert on your phone earlier this morning. Now local and state police are combing the area, and that includes flying over in helicopters. We've seen some of that today. They're looking for Drake and seeing if there's any other security cameras that may have caught him, but so far they haven't had any luck. I was able to speak with one local woman who said things like this don't usually happen here in Morrilton.
I was literally bumping into a lady while ago because I'm constantly looking behind my shoulder, so it's scary.
We've also looked into Stacey Lee Drake's criminal history, and that goes back 30 years. Court documents show Stacey Drake's criminal history began as far back as 1994, when he was convicted of an armed robbery. Fast forward to 2010, Drake pleaded guilty to charges stemming from an armed carjacking. A judge sentenced him to 22 years in prison, but he was later resentenced to 11 years in 2017. After an early release in 2019, Drake began 60 months of supervision. From then until November 2022, records show he was in and out of prison for violating probation. And that brings us to this week. Deputies in Oklahoma responded to a propane facility southeast of Tulsa on Tuesday night. That's where deputies say they found the bodies of a man and a woman. According to investigators, they believe Drake killed them and stole a car, which was then found last night in Morrilton. And the main point that law enforcement made to me today over and over is that Drake should be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, do not approach. Instead, call the Morrilton Police Department or call 911. Obviously, we will continue to follow this story if there's any developments, any more sightings, or if Drake is found. But until then, live from Morrilton, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.